another DLC? What the fuck? I can't even imagine what they're going for this now. Hey, they gotta earn a living, and they're just being a self-entitled jerk. So chill your roll and let me tell you about it. Oh, hey. So guess what? This video is about the bad rap the DLCs get and why it's kind of our fault. Stay tuned. Hi there, I'm Yeti, and welcome to, I guess I'm gonna call this Y3TiCAST, or YTIAC show, I don't know. This video is about DLCs, MMOs, and just something I've been thinking about for a while now, about the whole fact that MMOs and DLCs kind of get a really bad rap, and I hate it. I like MMOs, and I like DLCs, but I'm gonna tell you about that a little later. Right now we're gonna talk about what a DLC is. So what is a DLC? A DLC is downloadable content, or, well, a content pack, something along those lines that's usually features, maps, characters, anything that the game can add more to is sold in a small little pack, downloadable content. The actual concept of DLC is, but the DLC is basically a new game for us. Take, for example, Elder Scrolls Online, which, let me tell you, it's a game that I really, really enjoy. And if you didn't know, I like to I roleplay a lot, and I love to immerse myself into these games and really get into, you know, what it is to be in that world. Oh, hi. Jadado is on the mission to go and find an egg. Just gonna get back on that. All these hiles make me nervous. It's kind of an obsession, and I think I have a problem with it. RPGs in general are a real big hit with me, but when a DLC comes out, I look at it, I'm like, okay, all right. Something new, something I could go explore maybe in a week, 2 weeks, or when I got the money, I get it right now. And another game of mine had the DLC, it was Dungeons and Dragons Online. You know, I'm not talking about the guys over at Critical Role, because I love those guys, but they're tabletop Dungeons and Dragons. I'm talking about Dungeons and Dragons Online, which if you haven't seen it, I'll try and put a link in the description below, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the DLCs and MMOs and why a lot of people seem to give it a really bad rap, but they really shouldn't, because it's their fault. So let's get to the meat of this whole thing. How are we the problem? How are we the players and gamers, the problem for the developers? How do we make it so the DLCs are our problem? We are the source of our DLC problem. I mean, granted, yes, some companies, I won't be naming any names, actually use DLCs and that kind of thing as a cash grab. They don't actually really give you anything for the game. They just say, hey, here's this little thing, you can take it and buy it, and it's great because it just gives you a little skin, and you're like, whoa, really? $20 for a skin? I know, but we're the problem because of the fact that as we've gotten more and more used to new games coming out, like every year they're making a new car. They have a new car out ready by that start of the next year. But it's the same thing, is that we're expecting a new thing every single freaking year. We're expecting it more, faster. It's like technology is advancing, but we're expecting more and more, which is making it really hard for developers to make the games. I'm not a developer. I couldn't tell you how to even code in C++. I don't even know how to do the hello world thing, so I am nowhere near an expert on this whole theme, but I feel like developers get a bad rap when they're trying to make content, because it's like, we want a new game. It's like, we're trying to do that, but it's like, we want it now. So it's like, okay, well, here, take this. And they just throw stuff at us and they're like, DLCs, go, eat, enjoy, leave us alone. You lore-hungry fiends. I think the developers, and I feel in my heart that the developers are trying to make content, but they realize that MMOs are a great platform to be able to do that. Or if their game isn't an MMO, The Witcher 3. I haven't really played through it, even though I love The Witcher. I haven't really played through it. It's a very hard game. I just haven't gotten around to it. If I'm not mistaken, there was an expansion, the Blood and Wine expansion or something like that, that added on to the game. And mind you, The Witcher 3 was a complete game when it was sold. It was complete. There was no, it's not an MMO, so it's not even so much the MMOs. It's any game in general can have DLCs. The Witcher 3 follows that paradigm. Age of Empires, way back in the day, especially Age of Empires 2, had new expansions brought out that you could buy to get. But yeah, expansions and DLCs have existed for a long time, but they've only become a big problem because then MMOs got into that spectrum, and they're like, oh, well, you know what, we're just going to keep throwing these out at people. But maybe they weren't. Maybe it's just, for me, I mean, this is my take on an MMO, and it's one of the reasons why I kind of pushed to do MMOs in my content in my channel, is because MMOs are kind of evergreen. They can continue. There's always something new you can explore. Yes, standalone games like Skyrim or The Witcher, Baldur's Gate, if you ever played the Baldur's Gate series, games like that, and Skyrim, Baldur's Gate, those kind of games, it makes it difficult for me to really want to keep playing it, because after a while you just see everything. And yeah, MMOs, you can do the same thing. DDO is a big one, where I would continuously see DDO, and it's like, oh great, yep, this happens here, and I just run through quests because I already know how they work. For me, and I don't know if you guys share this, and if you do, let me know in the comments below, because I really want to hear your thoughts on this, and I'm sure you'll be giving me your thoughts on how much I'm an idiot, and I'm just getting paid by the developers, or I'm just some developer's little bitch that gets underneath the table and says, give me more, daddy. No, I don't. No, I like MMOs and stuff like that because of the fact that MMOs give me an opportunity to, like, hey, here's a new character. Ooh, let's see what he does. It gives me the opportunity to create new characters and new stories and explore new ways of how to explore the game. It's like, you could be the min-maxer who does everything and just runs through the quest and doesn't think twice about it. But for me, it's more. I don't want to just run through everything. Like Elder Scrolls. I love using Elder Scrolls as an example, primarily because it's a game I'm playing a lot right now, and I did have a plan to make a series on it. I do have a character in the works. You can create new characters, and the story you can always tweak the story a little bit, but like I was saying, most of my characters, they don't actually have everything. Like, one of my characters is a vampire who works for the Dark Brotherhood and a thief. That's his core. That is who he is. He is not going to be anything but. My characters don't all just follow the same, we're just gonna get everything. We're gonna be a part of every guild. We're gonna do everything in the game available. Because that's not how I want to play. I want certain characters to have certain aspects, certain things that they only do. But it's just that everything can change. It continuously changes and updates and adds more to itself, which I think makes it easier for developers to be able to make new content, because the game is evergreen. MMOs especially are very evergreen. They're very good at giving you a way to inject new life into a game. But I think I've ranted enough. That's my point on DLCs. I honestly think that we give DLCs and MMOs a really bad rap. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you think I'm a moron and I shouldn't be talking about MMOs like there's something great, well, just remember that little thing, stuff. I don't know. I mean, I just want to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think? Do you think MMOs are right to have DLCs? Do you think they're not right to have DLCs? Do you think MMOs make it easier for developers to continuously inject new things into their game to keep it fresh for players, both old and new? Or do you think developers should stop trying to work on MMOs or split apart and work on other stuff? If you want to see the ESO thing, let me know in the comments below. If you want to tell me what your thoughts are, well then please tell me what your thoughts are. Do you like MMOs? Do you not like MMOs? Do you like DLCs? Do you not like DLCs? Did I change your mind? Do you feel like I'm wrong? And if you do, let me know. Try and change my mind. Give me a different perspective, and not just saying, well, DLCs are just cash grabs. No, I want more. I want your perspective that actually has meaning, that has meat to it, that I can say, oh, okay, and listen to you. I want to have a discussion a little bit to kind of really get to the heart of this and see who is right, or if there is any actual right, or if it's just personal opinion, because everybody has an asshole and everybody has an opinion, so they're one and the same. Or you could take the adage of the fact that beauty's in the eye of the beholder, or that a DLC is in the eye of the beholder, or there's a beholder behind me and he's gonna turn me to stone and shut me up.